This is the Hinges handout, and now we're going to work problem 14. So this time I'm going to look at how we might work this using the shortcuts first. So our shortcuts are right here on the math toolkit, and we'd be looking at the shortcuts for a quotient of powers. So they recommend here with the shortcut that you take the top exponent and subtract the bottom exponent from it to get the final exponent. So let's take a look at that. First of all, however, we're going to deal with our coefficients. So on top we have a 13 and the bottom we have a 26. So we know actually that if we multiply 13 by 2, we'll get 26. So this 13 goes into 13 once. 13 goes into 26 twice. So that's what we'll have on the numerator and the denominator. Now let's look at the variables. We'll look at u first. U is to the 7th power on top and to the 7th power on the bottom. So 7 minus 7 is 0. So we really don't have any more u's because u to the 0 power is 1. So we've eliminated the u's pretty much by canceling out. Now the v is a different story. On the numerator, we've got v to the 7th power, and below we have just one v. And when there's only one v, that's v to the 1st power. So if we subtract 7 minus 1, we'd get 6. And so up above, we would have v to the 6th power. Okay, so now we've got this sort of strange looking thing where it's 1 v to the 6 over 2. So we don't normally write the 1 that is always present in front of a variable. And so we'll just take it off and make this v to the 6th power over 2. So that's how you would do it using the shortcuts that we learned here. But let's try factoring it and see if we get the same thing. So if we factor, we start out with the 13 times the 7 u's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to multiply all of those together. So I'll put in the dot for multiplication. And we'll put it in parentheses. And then we have the same thing for v. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 v's, and they're all multiplied together. And then on the bottom, we've got 26. So 26 is actually 2 times 13. So we can factor that, 2 times 13. And then we will factor u to the 7th, u, 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 and u. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we've got 1 v down here. Okay, so to simplify this, we're looking to have some giant ones. And so we can take this and cancel it out. And then for u's, we can cancel out actually all of them because there's 7 here and 7 here. So each of these make a giant 1, and we can cancel them all out. All right. And then we have a 13 over 13. So there's another giant 1, so we can cancel that too. So what do we have left? We've got on the numerator side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So v to the 6th power. And then on the bottom, the denominator, we simply have the 2. Okay, so we're done with that, and this answer is exactly the same as what we got when we used our shortcuts.